In today's video, we'll see an unfortunate victim of the Australian wildfires, an impromptu dog rescue, and a very thankful octopus. But first, here's someone who willingly stuck her hand inside the dangerous jaws of a shark. A JAWSOME surprise. If you've ever seen Jaws or any other kind of shark movie, you'd probably be afraid of sharks. However, sharks are very important to the ocean. They help maintain the delicate ecosystem and help indicate ocean health. It's dolphins you have to worry about. Well-renowned ocean conservationist Christina Zanato has been diving with sharks for decades. One of her sharks came up to her one day with a hook lodged inside its mouth. Without fear, she stuck her hand inside to swiftly remove the hook. Since then, that shark immediately approaches her when she's around. After she had saved sharks that already knew her, more sharks soon came flooding in with the same issues. Since her first shark dental work, she's removed over 300 hooks from the sharks' mouths. Horse, love your neighbors. In this tight-knit community in Cleveland, Texas, even horses are considered a part of the family. And so, during this terrible flooding where so many horses were stranded in their enclosures, their owners braved the dangers and rushed to rescue them. Authorities have already warned them about rapidly rising water from the record rainfall, so if these families hadn't taken these horses with them to safety, these horses wouldn't have made it. Dolphin. Dolphinately thankful. Getting tired of these puns yet? I'm not. Dolphins are widely known to be one of the most intelligent animals on the planet. Not only do they recognize predators from friends, but they also have successfully communicated with humans in the past. One particular friendly dolphin came approaching this diver, trying to get his attention. The diver soon noticed the fishing hook stuck on one of its flippers. He gently began removing the hook as the dolphin patiently waited. The diver also noticed the fishing line that was wrapped tightly around the base of the flipper. Fortunately, this diver came prepared with scissors and made quick work of the line. After another quick inspection, the diver waved goodbye to the dolphin as it slowly swam off. Dog. With teamwork, anything is possible. In the middle of a canal in Almaty, Kazakhstan, this dog got stranded and was so afraid he couldn't even move. A man immediately climbed down the steep slope to help the dog walk over to the sides. Now, though, they're faced with a new problem: how to get back up the slope. 3 more people saw the situation and jumped over the fence to help as well. They began to chain their hands together to reach the dog and man at the bottom. There still wasn't enough people though, but the dog was patient and kept calm the entire time. One more man came to lend a hand, and finally, this loyal furry friend was successfully rescued. Giraffe. Apologies for the long wait. While tourists were viewing the giraffe enclosure, they were surprised seeing a giraffe that had a tire around his neck while walking. The people immediately sought the help of the authorities, and veterinary specialists were called in. They mildly sedated it and retrieved the tire as swiftly as possible. Even after the tire had already been removed, the team kept the animal down to allow the sedative to wear off, so it wouldn't hurt itself. When it was finally fit for her to be released, she was gently released and ran off to join her friends. Fox. Foxtastic rescue. This baby fox got itself stuck in the middle of a fence and a wall, unable to move. The mother and daughter who found the fox weren't sure as how long it had been stuck there, but they gently tugged him free. The fox was still very weak and couldn't walk, so the two made sure to nurse it back to health first. The young fox's mom had come at night and destroyed a lot of their things in the garden, looking for her child. The next day when Mama Fox came back to search again, the two were finally reunited. No word on how the garden is though. Turtle. Stay turtly calm. It's a harrowing fact that almost 1 million tons of fishing nets are abandoned each year in the ocean. Therefore, it's really no surprise when animals like this poor turtle get stuck in one of these nets. Luckily though, this group of tourists in the Maldives saw it tangled in the water. One of the crew got down and gently retrieved the turtle. The men waiting on the sides were ready with blades to cut off the net and free the poor creature. It was like it knew immediately the moment it was free as it began to thrash about excitedly. They gently lowered the turtle in the water and cheered as they watched it swim away like a torpedo. Octopus. New incredible friend. Octopus are extremely intelligent creatures and have memories that allow them to remember events from several days earlier. You think that being intelligent would prevent them from getting too close ashore, but no. Thousands of octopi get washed ashore every year and unable to return to the water. Thankfully for this particular octopus, a family taking a stroll in Soma Bay, Egypt saw its plight. The family was worried that it was already dead, but they still took the chance and gently returned it to the water. The next day, the family returned to the beach and saw a familiar friend waiting. It was the same octopus they had saved yesterday, and they were happy to see its full recovery. Raccoons. Someone's trash is someone else's treasure. Raccoons are very well known for getting into people's trash and causing quite the mess, earning them the cute nickname of Trash Panda. Sometimes, however, that time-tested plan for an easy meal backfires. These raccoons weren't prepared with an escape plan from the dumpster, but fortunately for them, this man saw them while he was taking out his trash. The man found a long wooden stick and placed it at an angle inside the dumpster. Half of the group understood how to get themselves out, climbing on the stick and successfully escaping. A few others looked too exhausted, so he urged them to climb up by moving the stick closer to them. The last one was plastered to the corner, scared of the man, so the man had no choice but to jump into the dumpster himself and lift that raccoon out himself, risking scratching and biting. Koala. Top quality service. During the worst wildfires in Australia a few years ago, thousands of wildlife habitats were destroyed. For koalas alone, it's believed that around 30% of the overall population was wiped out. Two cyclists in Adelaide saw a koala on the side of the road, looking exhausted and looking up at them as if asking for help. When they stopped, the koala walked up to them, and they offered it some water. The little fellow was pretty parched, finishing all 7 bottles of water that the couple had brought. They didn't mind going home without water anymore despite the summer heat if they were able to give a little to the poor koala. Wolf. How could this happen? This wolf had been stuck on this bear trap for days. The brave man knew the dangers but still went in to help the poor creature. It was difficult to get the right angle and make sure its mouth was shut tightly, but as soon as he got it, he started to remove the trap. As if knowing it was being rescued now, the wolf calmly stayed still. After a few more tugs, the bear trap came loose and the man removed the snake hook and backed away. The wolf got up on its feet and ran off into the forest. Monkey. Absolutely quick-thinking rescue. An estimated number of 100 monkeys were stranded on trees during the flooding that happened in Haryana, India. The residents refused to give up on them and alerted the authorities. A rescue team arrived on rafts, urging the monkeys to jump on board. However, they were far too cautious and terrified to go anywhere near this raft. So the team needed to improvise another way to save them. They decided to get a 200-meter rope ladder and attach this to the tree towards a more elevated area. One by one, the monkeys began climbing the rope ladder and moved to safety to the other side. The residents were happy to report that all of them made it to the other side safely. Seal. They got the seal of approval. This group of ocean conservationists in Pelican Point, Namibia, have monthly routines of chasing around a whole colony of seals. Young seals like these are already old enough to explore the ocean on their own, but they aren't old enough to distinguish litter from food. One of the seals caught today already had a badly injured neck caused by a very thin and tight nylon string. The injury still looked clean and uninfected, so the team knew that this one would be alright. Another seal was caught in what looked like cling wrap, but wasn't badly injured like the first one. After it was taken off, this seal decided to just relax in the presence of its rescuers. The team even joked that they needed their net back. After a few words of encouragement, the seal finally went off to join the colony again. Deer. From bad to worse. It's human instinct to activate fight or flight senses in the face of danger, but even animals have these same instincts. This little fawn immediately started running as fast as it could into the lake when a dog chased it. It was attempting to cross the lake, but from the looks of it, its head was barely staying above water. Luckily, this man was quick to move his boat closer to the deer and scoop it up into the boat. The fawn couldn't even move or stand and was just lying still. The man checked to make sure that the fawn still had a pulse and was relieved to see that it was doing alright. The fawn's mother was nowhere in sight and it would be too dangerous to leave this fawn in its current state, so the man brought it home to warm up and look after until its strength was back. Hours later, they returned the healthy fawn where they found it, and later that day they saw that the fawn had safely reunited with its mother. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it really works. Elephant. We're here to save you. In the dead of night, cries from an elephant could be heard in this secluded area on the edge of the forest. It was difficult to know what was wrong since the people were more worried about the elephant standing too close to the electric fence. When she got stuck on the fence, she stumbled over from being electrocuted. The people immediately rushed over to help her, and when she got back up, she began leading the group of people towards the real cause of her distress. Her baby elephant was stuck in a hole with no way of getting out. The people surrounded the hole and began giving it some water, not knowing for how long it had been stuck there. When large excavation equipment came to grab the young elephant, it only started to panic and cry out loudly in fear. They realized that the only way to save this elephant was to let it climb out itself. With that, they began digging a slope beside the hole, which allowed the young elephant to free itself. After a bump to the head against the heavy machinery, as if saying a thank you, the young elephant ran off to rejoin with its mother. See you all next time!